tell the truth,
and what?
and shame the devil. I
I
love
love
being
being
black.
black. All right, people. I'm here today to back up some of my sayings. Most time, people take me as entertainment or as a joke, but I'm here to tell you that I am neither. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to joke with you. These these are some real live issues. And I got some proof today. What you witnessing on this screen right here, this is from a parent. I would not reveal her identity because of the nature of the crime. But I will say this. I know her personally, and I know of her son and how well that he's doing in life. Young man. But a lot of people, oh, that's Martin. There he is. Tell the truth, shame the devil. They don't want to hear what I got to say. But this is right out of the mouth of a parent that could have lost her life, could have lost her son to gunshot violence right here in the city of Chicago. Now, I know a lot of people are out there reporting crime, videoing crime, and they may not have the passion that I do or the love for the people whom they're trying to serve or entertain. So my thing is, I've been telling y'all the truth about a lot of things. We talked about on this podcast the video games, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. I hope I'm saying that right. And a lot of parents got mad at me because, well, Martin, I play violent video games and I didn't go out there and shoot nobody. And if you're honest, let's be honest, as parents, as grandparents, those of us that have teenagers, really, nieces and nephews, let's be honest. What we see, what we're witnessing on social media is another video game. You said, well, Martin, what are you trying to say? I'm saying this. We see a lot of our young people that play Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. I hope I'm saying it right. They're practicing. Those aren't nothing but a drill. And we see them unfolding in real life in the black community. Now, I always say this. You may be fortunate where you can watch and play a violent video game and you don't react to it. That's you. But everybody temperament is not the same. Real talk. So I want you guys to listen today. Listen. This is real. Share it, please. Share it. This information that I'm about to give you today, you're going to be able to feel it. And if you can't feel what I'm talking about today, that means you ain't got no soul. Your soul, you got a dark heart. You're just an evil person, period. Now, here's a letter that is on my screen right now that a parent wrote. Now, I didn't coerce her to write this. She wrote this out of her own soul, heart, and mind. She experienced 32 gunshots driving down the street with her son, minding her business, doing everything that she's supposed to do. Here is a guy. She hit a stop sign. Stop at the stop sign. The guy stood out, one guy stood outside the car. and just start shooting, just letting loose, if I may use that term. Now, let's go to this beautiful letter that she written. And I'm going to try to read it slow. I know I talk fast. Here's a parent. This is a mother that's talking. Thank God that she didn't get hit, but her son did get shot in the ankle. I believe it's the right ankle, and I'll show you that. I'll prove it to you. In her own words, it's hard for me to share this, but I have to. The picture and videos I'm about to share may be disturbing to some. I'm sharing them because I personally want to bring awareness to an issue that has plagued our communities for some time. Follow me, I'm reading this slow. Never, this is her talking, in a million years did I ever think that either myself or my son would be victims of a shooting. On Wednesday afternoon, my son and I both went through a very traumatic experience where we were victims of mistaken identity right here in the city of Chicago. Lord, give me strength to read this. What has me the most is how, as a mother who has done everything in her God-given power to keep her safe and her kid safe, couldn't do so. I rarely talk about how great my son is outside of basketball. I have shared on countless occasions things about him. And I'm sure many of you have seen the same kid I see. He is such a good guy, very respectful and kind and caring. My son is the kind of kid that will literally go out of his way for others. He encourages and motivates his friends and people around him. Let me get the rest of the letter. This is real, people. I'm not playing no games. This is real. Now, the other part of it. My heart is hurting so bad because I was helpless there. Wasn't much I could really do but drive and try to get us to safety. If I could have jumped to the passenger seat and took that bullet for my baby, I would have. To hear him scream, "Go mama, I'm hit," has traumatized me. I'm praying so hard for both of our mental state of mind. I know this post long, but I beg y'all to get y'all kids. They are out here reckless, playing Grand Theft Auto and effing Call of Duty with people's lives. My son and I are alive because God isn't finished with us yet. A part of me wants to say forgive because it's godly. At this point, I can't because my family could have been making arrangements for me and my son. We didn't deserve this. My son didn't deserve to be shot. But glory to God, the weapon formed, but it did not prosper. Thank you for your grace, your protection, and the gift of life. We promise to serve you and only you. My goodness, people. If that don't touch you, I'm going to put some pictures up here, put a video up here. And here's one right here. Look at these gunshots. It's not made up. Look at these gunshots, people. The windows shattered out. Look at this. 32 shell casings. .32 shell cases. This is real, people. This happened on the south side of Chicago. I really don't want to mention where it happened at, just for the safety of both of the victims. Don't want to mention their names. But this is real, people. This is real. This is real. This is not fake. Anybody know me? You know I don't play that fake stuff. Now, I may do a skit here and there. But this is what I want you guys to really see. I'm going to show it to you in real live action. Right here. Listen to this, people. Listen. Listen, this is live uncut. It's the car that they shot. Listen, look at this, people. Look at this again. You hear them gunshots? This is Chicago violence. I'm processing the gun crime scene right now. Now let me go to another video. Check this out, people. Her and her son. Listen in the background. Listen. Listen to talk. Hope you guys can hear it. Hope it's not too low. As a mother, this is real. This is real. Young man got shot. Do you know how traumatic that is? See, this is the part that y'all don't see. Shooters. Y'all hear?
I'm trying to. Okay, come on.
This is real. They didn't do anything. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? And see, this is what I'm talking about. And this is real. I ain't make this up. Now, y'all know I do all this talking all the time. Haven't been doing a lot of talking lately, but this is real. Now, here's a young man that is an honor roll student that do everything is right. Any man, any mother would love to father or mother this child. He didn't deserve this. Now, I know people get on the internet and cry, my baby ain't never done nobody, And we know that's not true a lot of times in a lot of cases. But in this case, I would say this is a true case right here. Here's a young man getting ready to go to college on a full scholarship. And some devils come along on some mistaken identity. Well, you say, well, Martin, how do you know that was a mistaken identity? Because the mom came and told me that one of the neighbors in the area, she said, oh, I'm so sorry that it happened, but they was looking for my son. That's how I know. This is real talk. And this should have never happened. It should have never happened. People, listen, this thing is real. And I'm telling you, is this family today and may be your family tomorrow. You never know. I'm telling you, you never know. You never know. This is real, people. I'm not making up none of this. 32 shell casings. One bullet hit her son in the ankle. One bullet. Call back. You got to wait. Just follow the prompts. You can call back. Just follow the prompts. One bullet. God was with them. God with this. Yeah. So people, okay. People, I'm just telling y'all, people, this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about some things, people. And I'm going to have a caller. And if you feel free to call and talk about this subject, you're more than welcome. 872-299-0808. It don't have to be this. But we see a lot of grieving parents. Real talk. People, I see this all the time. Did you hear the voice of the mother screaming and hollering? We're doing everything right. We're doing everything right. And that's something, people, we're doing everything right. You can hear us say it. You know what? Let me say this, people, and I want y'all to listen to me. You can raise your son and your daughter and put in them everything you got for 18 years. And all it takes, a demon to come along in a day and destroy everything that you deposit into your son, into your daughter. All it do is take a demon to snatch them from their life, put them on drugs, kidnap them, bring bodily harm or trauma. It can happen. Listen, people, in this day society. Hey, my dear sister. How you doing? Turn it up. Turn your background down. Just turn your background. You could just listen.
I'm walking away.
Okay, walk away. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. You ready to talk?
Hey, yeah, I didn't want them to know that a mother, like, I don't mind, but
it's okay. We ain't trying to put nobody on Front Street.
That and you can go back.
Right.
Yep, and if you could go back and say, I don't know, I got two stories mixed up on that or something, but I'm ready to, I'll talk.
Okay, come on.
But I don't want that, Martin.
Okay, come on with it.
Okay.
Let's hear you. You can start talking now. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm going to chime in really briefly. I am the parent of the victim. I am a victim as well myself. I heard Martin say some amazing things about Kendall from the message that I posted, but I wanted to share a little bit more about Kendall and who he is, not only to me, but to pretty much everybody he has encountered, his school community, his neighborhood, and what he means for his family. He's so much more than what people see. He is a kid that has dreamed since he known what a dream was and believed in those dreams since he's been dreaming. As you said, honor roll student his whole entire life. Very, very respectful. Um, we're not going to go into the intelligence and the smarts because that's not what I want you to see right now. What I want you all to understand that this is a kid who has so many dreams and aspirations, and he dedicates so much to being the person that I have worked so hard to help him believe that he could be. And to have this moment almost taken away from him within a blink of an eye has me in a spot as a parent that I'm not only concerned about my kid, I am concerned about every kid, every adult, every person that has to walk these streets of the city of Chicago. There has to be something that has to be done. And my message to any parent or anybody that's listening to this, I've always said before it has happened and showed up at my doorstep, be proactive so we don't have to be reactive. A lot of the times we know what these children are doing, but we turn blind eyes. And yes, we get people to say, oh, I'm going to mind my business. But to me, that is the biggest problem, minding your own business. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to redirect them. These kids are lost. They need love. They need hugs. They need somebody to simply believe in them. That's all I've done for 18 years with my kid. I believed in him. I've pushed him. He's believed in me. He's pushed me. We've motivated each other. And I'm just asking, before these kids or before these shooters shoot, think about what it is that you are possibly going to take or what would affect other people. I must say my life will be changed forever, but we will not live in fear. We will not be scared. We will continue to thrive. We will continue to be great. We will continue to trust and believe in God throughout it all. And what I've learned in this process is God is still real. There is nothing or nobody that can tell me that the grace of God did not spare me and my son's life on that day. And I say again, please, you guys, believe in your children. Support your children. Encourage your children. Love on them. A hug. I love you can go so long, you guys. I've watched it. I've seen it. And I've watched my child flourish off of I love you and go be great. And just not fussing and yelling and talking down to them. And I mean, I don't want to ramble, you guys, but I have so many emotions and so much I can say. But at the end of the day, I got to tell you, put these guns down. Talk to y'all kids. Love on y'all kids. I could have been burying my child. My child could have been without me. Like, it is not fair that somebody gets to choose to take somebody's life. It is not fair that you could consciously point a gun and say, I'm going to possibly try to take these people's lives. We didn't deserve it. My son didn't deserve it. And I don't want to keep walking around in fear and saying what is and what could have been. If we simply just redirect, if we simply just pour into, I promise you, a lot of these things does not have to happen. You're talking about a kid who not only went state champions this year, but a kid who athlete of the year, a kid who has several awards for academics. I mean, and I could go on, But again, it's not about that. It's about life and understanding the value of life and cherishing life. And if you don't cherish your life, there are people that cherish their lives. They have loved ones that cherish their loved ones. And again, I'm grateful to God that we will not be on a T-shirt, that we will not be having a balloon release. But what we will do is be walking in victory, and we will keep pushing through. This has put fire under me, and I know my son, he has been an amazing spirit. Just like something unbelievable that I've never known. And I've been thanking God to say, you know what, this is what your work looks like, Lord. In the midst of all this, this is what your work looks like. Because what the devil meant for good, bad, God turned it around and made it good. We're going to survive this.
Beautiful, beautiful. I want to, while you sitting here, for those of you that just tuned in, I want to read your letter again that you wrote, that you post. And is that okay? Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, and I want to say, just if we can, because I think I kind of heard you say something about, I want to clear up something. A parent didn't say anything to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or whatever. Yeah, so if we could not, whatever that was, if I don't mind information on this, I get things can cross wires or whatever. But what that component or whatever that was. I wish the parent would have spoken to me. I wish parents would have taken accountability. And I don't know where in that, we kind of got lost with that, but that was the tune of that. Like, parents need to step up. They have to step up. We have to step up, you guys. These are our babies. There is no reason they are not making it to 18, 19, and 30. We're losing our kids not only to death, but to a system. Like, we got to do better.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Whew. I'm gonna pull up a couple of these. See if I can pull it up real quick. And I mean, this is terrible, people. I'm gonna read the letter. Yeah, I'm gonna read the letter. I mean, if you can read it if you want to, you can do it yourself if you like, or I can do it.
Hold on. I would have to because I'm actually on my
Okay.
phone. I've walked away from the system.
Right. Well, okay. Well, you could.
I can pull it up. I can read it better than any. Trust me.
That's
I mean,
right. All right. I'm gonna put it up.
I'm not sure if the words here. I have it here. I'll go ahead. I don't mind.
Okay, come on with it.
I'm not sure if we read it previously before,
I
but
did. I did. Go ahead.
It's hard for me. Okay, it's hard for me to share this, but I have to. The pics and the videos I'm about to share may be disturbing to some. I'm sharing them because I personally want to bring awareness to an issue that has plagued our communities for some time. Never in a million years did I ever think that either myself or my son would be victims of a shooting. On Wednesday afternoon, my son and I both went through a very traumatic experience where we were victims of mistaken identity. What has me the most is how, as a mother who has done absolutely everything in her God-given power to keep herself safe and her kids safe, couldn't do so. I'm sorry, you all. I rarely really talk about how great my son is outside of basketball. And I have shared on countless occasions things about him. I'm sure many of you have seen the same kid I see. He is such a good guy, very respectful, kind and caring. My son is the kind of kid that will literally go out of his way for others. He encourages, motivates his friends and people around him. My heart is hurting so bad because I was helpless. There wasn't much I could really do but drive and try to get us to safety. I could have jumped out of that passenger seat, jumped over to that passenger seat and took that bullet for my son. I would have. To hear him screaming, "Go, Mom, I'm hit," has traumatized me. I'm praying so hard for both of our mental state of mind. I know this post may be long, but I beg y'all to get y'all kids. They are actually reckless, playing GTA and blanking Call of Duty with people's lives. My son and I are alive because of God isn't finished with us yet. A part of me wants to say forgive people because it's godly. But at this point, I can't because my family could have been making arrangements for me and my son. We didn't deserve this. My son didn't deserve to be shot. But glory to God, the weapon formed, but it did not prosper. God, thank you for your grace, your protection, and the gift of life. I promise to serve you and only you, God. I ask that you keep my son in your prayers and pray that he's mentally able to come from under this and that this doesn't stop him from dreaming and believing. Trauma can do a lot of things, but it will not have my kid.
Beautiful written. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Well written.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. This is what it's all about. We're doing community work and we're sharing your burden. And we're letting the world know that there are parents, concerned parents, for their children, and they want to see the best. And all we can hear you in that video,
absolutely.
We did everything right. We did everything right.
I tried.
I mean,
and I'm not perfect, Martin.
I'm not either. Yeah, go ahead, my sister. Yeah.
I'm by far not perfect. But what I have told my son at my home is that we talk about those things. Even at his age, he is able to say, "Hey, Mom, why do you have to talk to me like that?" And just various things which have built the person that you all see. So, again, a lot of things don't have to be the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
We're not perfect. I make mistakes. I get parenting wrong. I tell them every day, "You're my first and my only." Like, I'm still learning at 18. When he turned 18, I had to call a few friends and say, hey, what should I be doing and not be doing? Should I allow him to do this? Should I pull back a little bit? And 99.9% of my friends that have watched me, and they're like, keep doing what you've been doing. I was joined.
We got a caller. Let me.
But I'm not going to hold you guys.
Listen.
Yeah, I don't want to hold you guys. I just wanted you all to know that Kendall is more than what, might meet the eye, and that he's really, really a phenomenal kid. And anybody that has encountered him, I don't care what it be or who it is, where we go, they're always speaking so highly of him. This is a kid who has graced the Chicago Sun-Times on numerous amount of occasions for basketball and things like that. So, no, he's not a kid who you'll only see for violence or anything like that. He has a wide range of things he's done to speak for himself, to show you what kind of kid or who he is. But one thing I will leave you with, he is resilient, he is brave, he is courageous, and he is God-fearing. So we will, like I said, overcome this.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Okay. Hey, I need you to call the other number. I'll merge you in, but did you?
What's the other number?
I sent it to your text. Look at your text message.
Oh, shit.
But just wait in.
Okay.
Just stay here. Stay here. I got you. I'll merge you in. Okay, you in now. Okay, I got one more caller before you. Come on, what's that? What's that? 9449. Is that Marcus? Come on, Marcus. Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you're talking about the gun violence, correct?
Yeah, we're talking about the gun violence, and I had a parent. She experienced gun violence. She was with her son when they were driving along somewhere in the city of Chicago on the south side. I won't reveal where it was at, and their car got shot up at least 32 times.
Wow.
32 times.
So
That's
I think that a lot of people don't want to accept this, and what I'm about to say is that you can raise your kid you can raise your kids up, and I'm talking about the shooters out here. You can raise your kids up, and the parents get the blame. They get the blame. The home bringing gets blamed, and so on. But at the end of the day, at some point in time, a child, whether they've been taught wrong or right, they know wrong from right. It's our natural instinct. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? And so I think we're missing the point of people don't want to talk about religious, but there's an unseen instigator who we call Satan, a demonic spirit, and it's being elevated through the music that they listen to and the drugs that they're on, and the devil is controlling them. It's an evil spirit in some of these kids. No matter what you teach them, no matter how you preach to them, they seem to be drawn to the street life and want to kill. And they don't really know who their real enemy is. I hate to even bring race into this, but you got one group of people that's training in compounds on how to kill all of us, and we out here killing our own people. And these kids they're listening to this music that makes these white folks rich off of selling the music, and it's controlling them. And I'm not going to get into blaming the parents, but the guidance is kind of off. And these kids out here just running on autopilot. Some of them don't care. They don't view life. They don't care about life. They don't care about themselves, and they don't care about nobody else around them. So shooting up somebody's car is a sign that they don't care about themselves, and they don't care about life as a whole, and they don't care about God. A lot of them don't believe in God. They believe in God. They view God as a comic book character and not a real character. But there is a God, and there is a devil, and the devil is showing himself in some of these kids in our community. No matter what we do, you're out there doing outreach. It's other people out there doing outreach. That's not on the news, and it don't seem to be working. It's the devil, and we got to get back into God.
Okay.
I'm not going to struggle and prolong.
I appreciate you.
I'll listen.
Next caller, go ahead, Lanisha. Go ahead.
So, I think like he said, you can teach your kid everything and they do what they want, but what happens is it's the environment. Like a lot of things plays in the environment. And when I say environment, that's just all across the city of Chicago, because it's just all cut off in segregation. But within the Black community, it's the environment, because it's like this. You may have this kid who got a good parent, probably have this kid who don't. And unfortunately, you have a lot of kids who don't have good parents. When I say good parents, I'm not talking about bad of things. I mean teaching them things, talking to them, telling them they love them, like the other lady said. A lot of times, these kids watch their moms and dads bat them stuff, but then that's it. It's like I value stuff to keep you out my face. And then you got to look at, to a lot of these kids, even though the stuff, the music and all that, they listen to their parents sing the music. They watch their parents show certain behaviors. So if my parent don't act like they care around me to respect me, why should I respect them? Then why should I respect other adults? Because when I say environment, it's like this. If you got people in the neighborhood and everybody doing the same nothing, you come out your house, you see people standing around, you look at it like, who could I look up to? Nobody. I could look up to nobody. And it's like when you see how the adults act, the kids looking like shit, they act like, some of them act more mature than some of these adults. You scroll social media, and you say, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with our people? And so the kids, they just like, okay, it's all one big party. You see kids partying with their parents. There's no respect there. And then the parent get mad and say, my kid don't respect me. What is there to respect? Because the kids will go, you ever think the kid don't respect their parents, but they respect somebody else's parents? And you wonder, how does that happen? It's because the kid is being shown something different. But the sad part is so many prisons being built. They're constantly being built for them, for young Black men. That's what they're building them for. Because if I can't discipline you, the Department of Corrections is going to discipline you, or you're going to go to the graveyard. And it's like, I see people say it's a village, a village. A lot of people don't want you saying nothing to their kids, and then I give you one better. If your kid commit a crime and you knowingly know they do, why are you going back and forth to court for them, saying freedom? No, let them sit in there. Let them sit there to learn their lesson. But a lot of these mothers and fathers won't. So when they get out of jail and they kill somebody, you still got mothers and fathers on there. My son didn't do anything. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It's like you have to say, okay, and then I'm going to give you one further, and some people may not like it. No one deserves to lose their life, but some of these kids be shooting guns or ducking bullets, right? So when they have a funeral, instead of the mom getting up, they need to tell the truth about their kids and say, hey, to prevent this for you to happen, I'm telling you what my son did. You know what your friend was doing because you was doing it with him. We are so in denial about telling the truth about our kids. That could be your baby, but sometimes your baby is the devil. Your baby is a murderer. Your baby is a killer. And the thing is, God got tired of them killing people too. But see, no one wants to sit there and tell the truth about their family members. They'll go to their church, go to their funeral, sit there and say how good that person was. No, they wasn't. They was rotten. To prevent somebody else from losing their life, all you gotta do is talk to them and tell them the truth. Because I know they get tired of going to funerals. I get tired of seeing it on Facebook, some young person getting buried every day. And then the sad thing, they throw these funerals like it's a big celebration. It's not a celebration. Because that's somebody's father, somebody's son. That's another Black man who's gone. Meaning that's another Black, they're going to be a husband for another Black woman. It's like, it's a constant thing. And you see the girls, they getting killed too. Because they don't know their place as a woman. Woman, why are you in the street? And then even sadder when they have kids. Now the kids ain't got no one to raise them. Hopefully the family do, so they won't go to foster care. Now you're bringing a new generation of kids that's brought in dysfunction. And people keep saying it takes a village. How the village going to raise your kid if the kid won't listen to you? And if I say something to your kid, that's my son. Don't say that. They even tell the teachers that. Don't talk to my child. They cussing the teachers out. Can't nobody do nothing with your bad child. So guess what's going to happen? He's going to be dead or he's going to be in prison. But they don't want to use that conversation. It's a lot of good kids too, and unfortunately, they get caught in the crossfire. You know, that'd be the unfortunate thing. It'd be so unfortunate because there's some good kids out here that just want to be go to school, get educated, play sports, love their family. It's a lot of kids like that. But sometimes you can't tell the difference because they walk around with the same shit on. I see them walk around in hot hoodies. Why do your son got a poo shiesty mat and you let him leave out the house like that? Mm-hmm. You can't tell me they don't know what's going on. They're not blind to it. They don't care. Because you got to remember, some of their parents are young too. So she's trying to get her life back. He's trying to get his life back. So the kids caring for themselves. These kids are raising themselves. It's just they're not financing themselves. Mama and daddy financing them, but they raising themselves. They're not being taught anything. And it's just so sad to see it because you're going to constantly see funerals. You're going to constantly see them in front of that judge. And them judges don't care to get them 10, 20, 30 years. You sending a 15-year-old boy up to 10, 20, 30 years. What you think going to happen to him? But you can prevent that. You can't save everybody, but you can save a lot of them. And then a lot of the women say, well, his father ain't did nothing for him. Sometimes it ain't about money. You need to make sure his father can talk to him and teach him something. It's not always about money. It's not always about money. Or you need to find a coach, anybody to talk to your son. Your son needs to see a man. He don't need to see a nigga in your house, excuse my language. You need to see a man. You don't need to see your boyfriends around. He need to see a man to show him how to be one. You can tell him, but you can't teach him how to be a man. Or he's going to be effeminate, a woman, if he's sitting around listening to his mama all day. So, Mark, it's just a lot of things that play into this, but a lot of people don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Fortunately, I heard a lot of things you said is so true. I agree with 100%. And this is just one of them unfortunate cases that the mother's doing everything I know her personally, wonderful son, doing, I mean, anybody would love to father this young man. Anybody would love, great character, well respected and all that. But I was still, me personally, it can happen to anybody, as my mother,
the environment.
Right. As my mother always told me when I was growing up, she said, bullets don't have no names, and they don't. And I tell people, we have to support one another. Now, even though he got shot, but he still got to deal with it mentally. His mom has to deal with it mentally. That's going forever. You going by what you normally do every day. You supporting your son, you take him to somewhere, and here's a fool, jump out the car and just start shooting. Just shooting. For no reason. I mean, just for no reason. Just start shooting. Young person. It wasn't no old man. It was a young person.
Yeah, because young people, that's what they do. They just shoot around. They don't care who they hit because what happens is they got something to prove of manhood, but they don't make you a man. It's just really sad. And it's like, hopefully, one day we just keep praying that she can move about the environment, take him wherever she have to go. Because it's like, it's just so sad that you can't live amongst your own, because everybody want to live amongst their own people. Everybody lives amongst their own, but it's just unfortunate that you have some rotten apples out here. And I also believe that a lot of people know they family members carry guns and all this other crap, but they never say anything. They be with it. They know that they family members is walking around with guns just because they're shooting them for fun. It's just unfortunate what happened to her, but I just pray for her and her son to keep, stay focused and doing the best they can do, and just ask for God protection like all of us do. We walk out this door and hope to come back in it.
And Lanisha, you've been following me for years, and we've talked personally on the phone and stuff like that many a times, and we've said some things that we won't share on social media. And when I get on here and I talk about Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, drill music, the parents, they get mad at me. They actually literally get mad at me.
Because they like it.
Yeah.
Because they like listening to it and playing it too.
But you know what? They're an adult. They can listen to it. But what about your children? See, I learned a long time ago, and I learned from a lady. She said, Martin, instead of buying your children everything that you didn't have, you need to teach them everything that you didn't know. And that's what we need to focus on. We focus on so many material things. We just buy them to get out of our face. Here's a tablet. Here's a new phone. Here's the hairdo. Here's the clothes. Here's the
they bad to compete with other people, parents. Actually, that's what I know. They bad them stuff to compete with other people, with their so-called friends. Because if you're friends, then you ain't got to compete because y'all friends. But people buy their kids things to compete because they say, I want my child to get teased. No materialistic things are going to stop kids from getting teased in school. That's just stuff that happens. But it's like they have something to prove to Facebook, to their friends. And the sad part is you can buy this kid everything, that kid still can feel unloved.
Still unloved.
Because materialistic things is not about love. It's being shown and telling. Some people ain't never told their kids they love them. And it's like,
I want to say this. I told my friend today, she's on the phone right now. I said, my father died when I was in my 40s. And I asked my father when he was on his deathbed, and I said, why you never tell me you love me? And his just shoulders went up, and never told me love. I can't even remember if my father ever hugged me, people. And I lived in the house with my father and mother. But I'm sharing this with you guys. Fathers out there, we need to step our game up. We need to separate our feelings. If she don't want us no more, she don't like us no more, well, she used to us, let's get used to it, and let's focus on our seed that we had to bring up. And for some of you parents out there, please allow the fathers to be a part of your sons and daughters' life. And they can do that with your supervision. They can do that. Now, if you're mad because he moved on and got married and started another family and you bitter, listen, you have a right not to want to have a companion. But what about your children? They need a father. They need a father. It took both of y'all to make it. Well, you and Martin, we just got together and we was young and we had a baby and it happens. But now we're older. We're responsible now. We have to operate as adults because guess what? I don't want to leave this world, Lanisha, and knowing that I didn't equip my babies on how to survive in this life. That will hurt me to death. That will hurt me to death. And I'm going to say this.
The crazy part about it.
One more thing. I got 4 girls and 1 boy, all of them grown. I have not lost one child to the streets. To the streets. Thank God for his blessings. And I'm not bragging. And are they perfect? I will say no. Is their daddy perfect? No, but I got perfect love for my brothers and for my children and for all. Go ahead, my dear sister. Go ahead.
I also believe that I always say it's like, it's good when people talk to their kids and tell them, like when I was coming, my mom used to say, you don't got no friends. And I'd be like, well, they is a friend. She'd be like, you ain't got no friends. And a lot of times your parents be true, but you don't even think you got friends. A lot of times you could be going this way, another person going that way. And sometimes peer pressure is a mother. It makes you want to do the things they're doing. But unfortunately, in this day and age, the peer pressure is not just about liking boys or liking girls. It's a whole different field of everything. Liking the same sex, all type of wild stuff. And the crazy part is like, it's so many, it's child kidnapping. It's just all type of crazy stuff. Because I do believe that pedophiles, they pay attention to kids who parents don't pay attention. When they see their kid online, they know their parent. You don't know who behind that screen. Because they love pedophiles and kidnappers love kids who parents don't pay man to them. They love lonely kids. They love hard-headed kids. I remember my mama told me, she was like, Pips be at the bus station. She told me that. She used to tell me that. It's just crazy that in this day and age, it's so much going on. But, the music plays a part. But I always tell people this, that stuff is entertainment. Everything on television is entertainment. This thing is to entertain you. You got to remember when to turn it off. Like we was coming home to say, read a book. Sometimes we weren't even allowed to go outside and look at TV sometimes. You say, read a damn book. Find something to do, play with each other, talk to each other, to get familiar with one another. But unfortunately, with these kids, when they even outside, they don't even know how to play. They just walking around with a tablet or a phone. They're not even looking up to see what's going on around to be aware of their surroundings. They with the phone and tablet. That's all the technology got them like robots. They don't know nothing else. A lot of them don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know anything. But unfortunately, like we say, the parents just say, get out my face. I'm going to buy you some Jordans. I'm going to buy you this, I'm going to buy you that. Materialistic things have no meaning. Once you buy them, they just cute to look at. They have no meaning. They're good looking. But see, these kids, they think it's a big thing because they listen to mom and mom working all these hours, living above her means, killing herself slowly just to buy things that's meaningless, to prove a point to social media that she can buy them or prove a point to her coworkers. Because sometimes people come to work, look what I got, trying to one up another. And that's the sad thing that goes on really in our community. It's been going on since I was a kid, so I know it's been going on way longer than that. We are trying to prove something to one another. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It should just be sincerity there.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of things to work out.
I want to close with this. I want to close with this video, and I want you guys to listen real because it's kind of low, but the volume. But try to listen real carefully. I'll probably try to walk you through it a little bit. And this is the shooting, so you can just hear the trauma in both of their voices, mom and son. So just listen, people. Look, listen to this. Listen. Run it back a little bit. Go ahead. There you go. Right to both of them. Both. Listen closely, people. Y'all hear that trauma?
Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm.
It's real. You hear Lanisha?
Mm-hmm. They was in the car.
Yeah, they was in the car when they got shot. Car got shot up like
Oh my
32
God.
times. 32 shell casings
What
shot.
the?
You can imagine the trauma.
Yeah, it's like who they trying to 30-something times? That's boy. Mm-mm-mm.
Listen,
But the
listen,
grace of
listen,
God that
listen,
saved
listen,
them.
listen. She said, you do everything right? Listen, listen. You play it back.
I'm trying to. Okay, come on.
This is real, people. I'm gonna stop it right there. And listen, I'm just I'm blown away. I'm glad you guys can hear this. This is real. This is no put on. This is not make believe or anything. I promise you, people. This is not staged. This is real. And listen, and I tell young people all the time, just as much as you're ready to kill, you better be ready to die. It can go either way, you know. And bad things do happen to good people. It do. It's a sad situation. Here's a young man doing everything that a parent would love for him to do. And to encounter some traumatic experience like this with his mom. Terrible, people. And he's a big time athlete. So this could have ruined his career if a bone got
Mm-hmm.
broken or shattered or something. You know, this could have sent him into a deep depression or something. And most of the time, when people get shot, they don't be the same. If they don't get no help or if they ain't got God. And I'm not trying to get religious on y'all people, but listen, I'd rather have God than have to smoke a whole lot of drugs and drink a whole lot of alcohol. Trust me. And got to wake up and do it all over again. Period. So I want to thank Mom for coming on here. I want to thank all my guests for coming on here, even the audience that participated with your comments. Thank you so much. This is real. Share this. Share this. This is trauma. It's trauma. That's what it is. Share it. Young man, this is not a video game. This is real. There's no reset button. There's no rewind button. When you shoot that gun and pull that trigger, when that bullet leave that chamber, it will not return. The damage is done. So I'm warning you. If you need to put them guns down, and if you don't put them guns down, your day is coming. I know a brother that was a killer out in these streets. Wind up, something happened to his son, got killed. See, karma has a way of coming back to us. And God ain't gonna let no deed get by him, good or bad. And we're gonna pay. So y'all pray for me as I pray for you. Pray for my protection. I pray for your protection, because this is real. I have a buddy on here. He's a funeral home director. He sees young people all the time. All the time. He deals with a lot of parents. They don't have no insurance. They don't know how they're going to bury their loved ones. And they upset with him because he's in business to make money. Funeral home business is in business to make money. They can't do free funerals. Maybe one or two. But have staff to pay. Bills to pay. So people, we have to get it together, and I love being black. And like I said, Lanisha, I don't care how many bad videos you see of black people ills. Nobody's going to stop me from loving on black folks. Nobody. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. It's been a wonderful live. Welcome me back. I appreciate you. Y'all know I've been working a lot, and I miss you guys. I was telling people at work, I was like, man, I got to start going live more and more, because I got to get, my body be so tired. It be shut down. And I don't want to be on here yarning, and I don't want to be on here rushing. Y'all know I'm very patient, and I like to hear people out. Everybody can't talk in 30 seconds. Some people need 2 minutes. Some people need 3 minutes. Some people need 5 minutes to express themselves. So that's all I had to say. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Mom, for sharing the videos. Also, I did get it wrong. I do make mistakes, so I want to apologize for saying that somebody came and said something to her. So it was a mix-up, so I want to straighten that out. It was meant for somebody else. Let me straighten that out right away, because I am human, and I don't get it right all the time. So I always say, if I make a mistake in the public, I will apologize in the public. I don't have a problem with that. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
What is it?
Live.
What?
Uncut. Unedited. Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
And what?
I love being black.
All right, people.